I'm making chicken croquettes.
Counter cooking. No kitchen, no problem.
This is a really great recipe to use up leftovers. So these are my ingredients. Right here I have some leftover boiled chicken, which I've put in my mini food processor and I chopped it up really fine. And that is a half of a cup. I have a half of a cup of leftover mashed potatoes. I have 1 egg, which has been beaten. I have some chopped onion. Again, I use my mini food processor. This is about 3 heaping teaspoons of chopped onion. Then I also have a stalk of chopped celery, which is about 2 heaping teaspoons. Then I have some black pepper, and I am going to combine all of these ingredients in a mixing bowl. The mashed potatoes are in the bowl. I just added the chopped chicken. I love how the mini food processor chops up the chicken really small and really fine. I'm just going to stir that around a little bit. I just added the onion. I used a red onion. You can use any kind of onion you like. You could even use a green onion. And now the celery. So what do we have here? We have chopped chicken, we have some onion, we have some celery. If we're going to add mayo, that would be like chicken salad, but instead we added mashed potatoes. Now I'm going to add some of the black pepper. Add as much or as little as you like. You could also add some salt. However, if your mashed potatoes are already seasoned, sometimes you don't really need to add much. And now I'm going to add the beaten egg. So I want these to form patties because I'm going to be frying these in my Dash mini griddle. So I want to make sure it's a really nice, thick consistency, which it is. So this would hold together really nice as a patty. Traditionally, croquettes are a round shape. Sometimes they're like a cone shape. I've seen them where they're kind of tall, but because we're cooking them in the Dash mini griddle, we're going to make them more like a burger shape, like a flat shape. So the other ingredient I am going to use is some breadcrumbs. I'm going to coat these with breadcrumbs. I'll be right back. Here's my Dash mini griddle. I just plugged it in, and here is a small plate with breadcrumbs on it. I'm using plain panko breadcrumbs just because that's what I have on hand. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to grab maybe a 1/4 cup of the mixture, like a handful of the mixture. And I want to shape it into a round patty, like you would if you're making a hamburger, like that. Then I'm going to place it in the breadcrumbs. Turn it over, just coat it with breadcrumbs. And we're just going to wait for the griddle to continue to heat up. The Dash mini griddle is being powered by an OK Pro 500-watt portable power station. I charged this portable power station with solar panels, so we're actually cooking our food today with solar energy. The light is turned off, so we're going to open this. We're going to be super careful because it's very hot. I'm just going to take some butter, and I'm going to coat the bottom with some butter. And let's put our croquette on there, and let's shut this, and let's come back in like 4 minutes. It's been about 4 minutes now, so let's open this up. Let's see what's going on in here again. Be very careful every time you open it. I have my big spatula. Let's flip it. Okay, so that's not as brown as I would like it to be. So let's cook it for 5 minutes on the other side. It's been another 5 minutes now, and I wish you could smell how good this smells. It is bringing back memories of chicken croquettes. I have not had a chicken croquette in decades. The only time I ever had them was when my grandmother used to make them at a Howard Johnson's restaurant. I mean, that's going back to at least the 80s, possibly the 90s. And also, I believe you used to be able to buy them frozen, and then my mom would make them in the oven and we would have them with gravy. So I always remember having chicken croquettes with like a chicken gravy. So this smells amazing. Let's open it up and let's see what's going on here. So I did not expect the top to get much more brown because it's not hitting the top of the griddle. Let's see what the bottom looks like. Okay, the bottom is still not very brown, but we're gonna take this out right now and we're gonna test it. And I'm gonna make the next one, and the next one I'm making is going to be thicker so that the top and the bottom of it both touch the surfaces of this griddle. I'm putting a bit more butter on the bottom. Maybe it'll help it brown better. Here's my much thicker croquette. I'll put the top on and let's check back in about 5 minutes. This is the one we just made and I want to taste it. It tastes really good. The breadcrumbs on the outside are just a little bit crunchy. It would be nice if they were a little bit more crunchy. The inside is nice and soft, just like a chicken croquette. These would be really good with gravy, by the way. I'm kind of eating it dry right now. I just added a little bit of salt. Of course, you could add any kind of herbs or seasonings that you like to the mixture. I'm just making these very plain because that's how they used to be made years ago. People did not cook with as much flavor back then as they do now. Things were a lot more plain. A little bit of garlic might be nice also. I mean, these taste pretty much exactly how I remember chicken croquettes tasting. It's been about 5 minutes now. Let's check on the second one. See what's going on here. So the top is touching the top surface, and I wonder if I should flip it because the top surface does not have any butter or anything. Just for curiosity's sake, let's flip this over. I want to be careful. Yeah, the bottom is much more nicely browned. So let's turn that over. Let's cook it for another 5 minutes. It's been another 8 minutes. Let's check on this. So this has been cooking for a total of 13 minutes right now. We did 5 on the first side, and then we flipped it. We did another 8 minutes. And that's what it looks like. It looks good. That looks really nice. I just added some leftover turkey gravy to the plate and some dried parsley to the top. I think it looks really good. Always remember to unplug your mini griddle when you're done with it. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt, and I can't wait to try this. Nice and crispy on the outside, and that's what it looks like on the inside. It's really good. Obviously, if you deep fry these, they'll have more of a crust on them. The breadcrumbs will get crispier, or if you fry them in a deeper frying pan with more fat, they'll be a little bit more crispy. But this is a nice, healthier option. The inside's very soft, and that's how I remember them. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. The gravy that I remember was a lighter chicken gravy, but I'm just using what I have on hand. Have you ever made chicken croquettes before? And if you have, how did you make them? Please leave a comment below and let me know. Very enjoyable. I definitely like them better thicker, so they hit both sides of the griddle versus making them thinner. I just made another one, and with this one I added some garlic powder and smoked paprika to the breadcrumbs. So I am going to taste it. Let's see if I like it better. I also did not flip it in the Dash Mini. I just put it in there and I cooked it for 15 minutes. I just put it in, set a timer, and then came back when the timer went off. So let's try it. It's good this way also. The garlic and the smoked paprika adds a little bit of a bacony flavor, just a slight hint of that. And the garlic just adds a little bit of garlic flavor, really just adds a little bit more flavor to it. Really good that way also. So this is how you can make chicken croquettes in a Dash Mini Griddle. Thank you so much for watching. If this video is helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you'd like me to post more videos like this one. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.